What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here today on my channel. Today's a video which I've probably been wanting to make for quite a while, and with the introduction of the new update and RUX selling the new cosmetics for the Hovergoat and Torchwood, I thought I definitely needed to make this video, openly speak about my thoughts and opinions on RUX right now, because a lot of people are not very happy with RUX, and I totally understand. Now, I am going to be going into detail of my thoughts and opinions. I understand from a business point of view, and I also understand from a gamer's point of view. So I'm going to try and be neutral, but I'm going to overall give my overall opinion about the status of RUX and everything like that. So as you know, or maybe you do not know, RUX is actually selling the new cosmetics for the Hovergoat and Torchwood. There are 3 cosmetics for the Hovergoat, and there are 3 cosmetics for the Torchwood, and these are only available to purchase via RUX. Now, a few days ago, we had the 2 Christmas cosmetics. There was a reindeer one for the Hovergoat, and there was a gingerbread house one for the Torchwood. They were 1,000,000 coins. They were the same price as a legendary character piece, and they're cosmetic only. Now, I actually think 1,000,000 coins for a legendary character piece isn't really too bad considering how rare they are in the game, but these are just cosmetics, which I think is absolutely ridiculous. Yes, they look amazing, and I think they are the best looking cosmetics and characters in the game because they make them look completely different rather than just adding like some glasses or some wacky hair to them. The whole body and design is completely different, so I understand the price or why they want to charge more than a normal cosmetic. But I mean, it's the same price as a legendary character piece, and it's cosmetic only. So I do think it's a little bit steep. Now, Sean Laker did say that the other cosmetics, not the Christmas ones, are going to be 750,000 coins. I still think that's a lot because they are cosmetic only. They don't give you any kind of like difference to gameplay. They don't give you any new abilities or anything like that. You know, I feel like from a gamer's point of view that they should be about 500,000 coins. You can get an ability for 500,000 coins. You can get a legendary hat for 500,000 coins. Why can't you get just a legendary costume for 500,000 coins as well, you know? I feel like 750,000 coins or 1,000,000 coins is too expensive, and I'm going to be talking about certain reasons for that in today's video. But I also do understand from the business point of view, and don't think that I'm trying to defend PopCap or EA or anything like this, because I honestly want what's best for gamers. I'm a gamer at heart. I love Plants vs. Zombies. I love the game. I love the development team. And some decisions they have made have not been the best. I can remember when the Trials of Nomus came out, you only had a chance of getting one of the Trials of Nomus keys in the 50 Rainbow Star chest. You could either be very lucky and get 4 keys in a row, or you could be very unlucky and not get a single key in 4 weeks. And then the person that was very lucky and got the keys could get the Hovergoat and Torchwood way before you, even though you both played the Mystery Portal for the same amount of time. You both opened the chests. It was just literally luck-based. So they have made some bad decisions in the past, and obviously they fixed some of those issues, and I'm sure they're going to make more issues in the future going forward. All game developers do that. For example, Fortnite, they added the Infinity Blade, which was completely overpowered and broken. They've removed that from the game. So game developers do make these mistakes all of the time, and I'm pretty sure they are trying to fix as many as possible. And obviously, if you guys have any feedback or constructive criticism, they do appreciate it. So make sure you guys are vocal. You know, don't just be going at the developers aggressively and everything like that. Just say, you know, they should be different. I don't like this. I think they should change and stuff like that. And they do read Reddit. They do check Twitter. So make sure you guys are vocal on your opinions and stuff like that. I'm expressing my stuff. I actually sent a message to Sean the other day about the RUX and stuff like that, which is what I'm pretty much going to be talking about in today's video. But at the time I'm making this video, it's Sunday. He actually said, you know, it's been like a busy week and that, and I think I messaged him late Friday night, so he was just coming home from work, so he said he was going to like read it and check it out on Monday or something like that. So yeah, I'm making today's video anyway, just because I feel like something needs to be done with RUX, because there are multiple reasons why RUX is an issue. The first one is sometimes his prices are ridiculously expensive. I believe RUX right now is selling some Christmas cosmetics, or not Christmas cosmetics, Christmas consumables in the game right now. I think you can get like 5 Christmas cosmetics for like 25,000 coins. But if you go to the sticker shop and you actually buy the Christmas pack, you can get like 15 cosmetics for like 20,000 coins. So it doesn't really make sense to have RUX selling 5 for 25,000 coins, which is, I think, the price of what they are. Or you can buy a pack in the sticker shop for 20,000 coins, which is cheaper, and get 3 times as many cosmetics. It really doesn't make any sense, and I don't understand some of the prices for RUX. Like, the legendary hats, 500,000 coins, I think that's a good price. The abilities, 500,000 coins, I also think that's a good price. You know, I'm not complaining about those. It's just certain things seem to be too expensive. The consumables, the Christmas and the Halloween costumes or customizations. You know, I think they were, what was it, 250,000 coins for one, like, Christmas or Halloween hat, when in the past you've been able to get them for free the year before just by doing quests in the backyard. You know, it's things like that that make it really confusing, and some things are just way overpriced, especially these costumes from Hovergoat and Torchwood. And the main reason for that is because if you guys didn't save up your coins for the updates or anything like that, obviously, you know, RUX is only here for a short period of time. So I believe he comes on Monday to like Thursday selling one type of item, and then from Thursday to Sunday he sells another type of item. And if you don't buy that item, for example, the Christmas costumes, they might not come back for a while now, but if you don't buy them within that period that RUX is there, then you've missed out and you're going to have to wait until he returns again. So the fact that you would need to gain 1 million coins within that 3-4 day period can be quite difficult for quite a few people, for the reason that they might not be able to play the console for that enough amount of time to be able to get the coins. They might not be able to play in the weekdays. They can only play the weekends, which makes it difficult to get the coins as well. And it's just not fair, really, for everybody. I mean, like, some people can play a lot, so it's not an issue. Some people have played the game since launch, and they have millions and millions of coins saved up, so it's not an issue. But for those people that have just picked the game and that are pretty new, or they can't play the game as much, trying to get these cosmetics from RUX is just going to be a very difficult job, because they just don't have the time to play, or it's just difficult to get coins. Because I believe in Turf Takeover, a game could take 30 minutes. You can get, like, 30,000 coins. So let's say it's 1,000 coins a minute or something like that. Or something. I don't really know exactly what it is, but it takes a long time if you want to get 750,000 coins to get the future costumes, or 1 million coins to get the Christmas ones, which have just disappeared and stuff like that. So I do feel like there's a huge issue with RUX, and something needs to change. Now, I can understand it from the business point of view. You know, like, this game's almost 3 years old now, and they want to try and make money from the game still, which is totally understandable. You know, EA are a business. They're bringing more updates to the game now. It's been 2 years since they stopped bringing updates to the game, and now they're bringing them back again. And obviously that costs money to make the updates. You know, you have to pay the people to make things. You have to pay people to look after the servers. You have to pay people to design things. So it does all cost money, and obviously that money needs to be funded from somewhere, because there's nowhere near as many game sales as what there used to be. The game's free on EA Access. The game gets discounted prices on the Xbox store, the PlayStation store. The game's cheaper now in general to buy. So the EA aren't making as much money from selling this game, so they need to try and think of other ways to make money, and that's why they bring up the upgrades and things like that. And I honestly have nothing against the upgrades. I mean, the only ones that was probably an issue for me was maybe the legendary characters, because they are so hard to come across. Those were the only ones that I'm kind of a little bit about. Hovergoat and Torchwood, not really an issue. If you guys want to unlock the characters, you can just go into the mystery portal, get your keys, do the challenges. It's not really that difficult. It just takes like 4 weeks to do it. So it isn't impossible. It's not like based off luck. Everybody can do it. It just takes a little bit of time. And the game's been out for quite a while now, so I don't really have an issue with the Hovergoat and Torchwood upgrade pack. Probably just the like legendary ones, or like Toxic Brains and stuff like that. But yeah, I just feel like from a business point of view, they need to make more money to be able to fund these updates and potentially get money for a future game, which we know they are working on. They are working on another game that we know. I believe it's only a small team working on this game still now, and the rest are working on like another game or something like that. But we do know they are working on another game from job listings and stuff like that. We knew it was a AAA game. It's a third-person shooter. It's console. So we know that much, which would probably suggest Garden Warfare 3. We do know they are working on the game, and I believe someone that works for EA, because I know like PopCap and EA have kind of like merged with Motive, I believe they're called. I believe someone that worked at EA confirmed that Plants vs. Zombies are still working on another game. So whatever game was cancelled in the past, it wasn't whatever they're working on. It was a different game. I think that was a game in Seattle, to be honest. But yeah, we do still have a game in development, so I think it is only a small section of the team working on Garden Warfare 2 now. And obviously, to make these updates, they need to fund it, so that's why they do the upgrades. And like I said, I don't really have an issue with the upgrades coming out. It's just probably the legendary character one is the only issue. Hovergoat Torchwood upgrade, I think that's fine. I think that's fine and fair. If you guys want to do the trials, you can do. If you don't, you can just pay money and you just skip that process, which I don't really have an issue with, to be honest. The game's been out for a while, plenty of you had time to do it, and you don't have to buy the upgrade if you don't want to. But with RUX, his prices are way overpriced, and with people only getting certain time to play, it makes it difficult to be able to try and get the costume. Like with abilities, like that's another example with abilities. I believe the Pizzazzling Potato Man came out in September from RUX. It was the first ability that RUX sold. This was September of 2016. I think it was over a year before it returned. So if you didn't get the Pizzazzling Potato Man in those 4 days that RUX was available, then you had to wait till it came around again. It's things like that that time gated. If you don't get something now, you're going to be waiting a long time before you can get it again, which is an absolute pain. And I think it is quite a little bit annoying, to be honest. I feel like if an ability or something has been in RUX, it's like, okay, this ability's now been from RUX, so what we're going to do is now he's been here, you might not be able to get it in the 4 days that he was in RUX, but you know what, let's put that pack in the sticker shop. So if you want to get the Pizzazzling Potato Man, and you missed out on him, well, don't worry, because if you go to the sticker shop, there's a Pizzazzling Potato Man sticker pack for 500,000 coins. I feel like things like that should be a thing, and then obviously you do have your unique personal things which RUX sells, like the gestures, and obviously the character stickers if you don't have characters and stuff like that, which is fine. That's really what I think RUX should be for. RUX should be there to sell things that you don't already have. If you want a specific character piece, he should sell that. If you want to get yourself some kind of offer on gestures, that's what he sells and stuff like that. Legendary hats, I think they're fine from RUX, but then once the legendary hat's been shown from RUX, put it in a pack, or put it into the town hall so it has a chance to be found in the town hall red chest or something like that. You know, it's just frustrating having it only available from RUX at that time. And I understand why they do it as well. You know, like if you don't have the coins available, you can buy the coins from the store, and then you can get money and stuff like that. But there has to be a line between having the game to make money still, even though it's a 2-3-year-old game, and then also making it fair for your average player to have a chance of at least getting something, you know? Like, if someone just doesn't want to grind for 500,000 coins to get an ability, they can buy money. But you should be able to have the time available to get those coins if you want to. If you put the time and effort in, you should have the time to get those coins. Whereas I feel like with the legendary customizations, that's just not possible. I feel like 1 million coins and even 750,000 coins is too expensive. So I personally feel like they should be 500,000 coins. But I guess I'm kind of ranting on a little bit now. I wanted to express my opinion to you guys. You know, I love the game. I appreciate the game. I think it's one of the best games I've ever played. And I want this game to be amazing. And I want it to be the best game that all of you guys can play. You know, I go on Reddit and stuff like that. I see people's comments and stuff like that. And I totally get some of the things they're saying. And I thought I should at least say my piece, because I know some people assume that everything that PopCap do is perfect, where it's not. I just tend to, most of the time, say what I want to them privately, rather than make it a big negative thing in a video, because I kind of don't like negativity, and making videos based on negativity, I don't really like to do. I guess this is like a one-off and stuff like that. But if I have an issue with a game, if I see a glitch in the game or something like that, or I think there's a problem, I usually directly message the development team and tell them about it, express my opinion there, rather than making a video on it and either making more people aware of an exploit or a bug, or just get more people moaning about the game. Because I don't like people moaning about games that I love. I want people to enjoy it. And I think constructive criticism is better than absolutely lashing out at the devs, which I know some people have done, and I don't think it's fair, because the developers are very passionate about these games. The developers want to make the best games possible. It can sometimes be the business side that then makes some decisions have to change. For example, if they could just give these customizations away for free, all you need to do is go up to RUX. I'm sure they would do, but obviously you need to get money from them somehow. So that's my 2 cents on the matter. Let me know your thoughts on RUX down in the comment section down below. I know it's been a bit of a rant. I'm not sure how long the video is. It's 17 minutes right now at recording, but obviously this is going to get cut down a little bit, so it's not going to be quite this long. But hopefully you guys did enjoy today's video. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section down below. I definitely feel like the costumes should be cheaper, and I don't really mind the upgrades personally, but that's just my opinion. But thanks for watching, guys. Have a wonderful day. I am going to be grinding out quite a few videos over the next few days for Taco Bandits, or Capture the Taco, showing off the new customizations and stuff like that, or the costumes. I'm going to make a video individually for every costume. And yeah, so hopefully you guys do enjoy today's video. If I don't speak to you again, or you don't see another video within the time frame between now and Christmas, have a wonderful Christmas if you celebrate it. If not, happy holidays. Have a wonderful New Year, and I shall speak to you guys next time. Bye!